figure out where your time is going. Before you can manage your time, you have to figure out, where in the world is my time going? You know, when I was in college, I remember I had a friend, he used to have a part-time summer job, right? And so, you know, he used to work, you know, several days in a week in the summertime. And one day he came to me, he's like, you know, bro, I was looking at my bank account and it ain't looking too good. So what happened? He said, look, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, I'm working in the summer, but I have no savings. I don't know where money goes. So he sat down and I actually went with him and figured out where his money is going. Come to find out, during lunch break, he goes outside to eat, right? And somebody calls him, he goes there and he's end up spending 15, 20 bucks in lunch. And then at nighttime, it's the summertime, right? So it's still party time. So they go and they're eating out again, things like that. And we figured out he's eating 80% of his income, right? So he would not have known that if he didn't account his time. And that's for money, right? So you go to any financial advisor, or even now, you know, and of course, credit card companies will give you those pie graphs and charts, and to show you, oh, 30% is going on, you know, maybe automotive, gas, whatever. You're expensing, you know, in hotels and flights or whatever. So they give you percentages. You get to see where your money is going. So before you can, you know, figure out, you know, how to manage your money, you have to figure out where is it going. And exact same thing when it comes to time. If you want to be able to be more efficient with your time, you got to figure out where your time is going. So whenever, you know, I work with a client in my, you know, because I coach entrepreneurs and high achievers, or, you know, when I do seminars and people, you know, come to me and say, look, I want to be able to be more efficient with my time. I say, first thing I say, look, for next 1 week, I need for you to account me your time. That's the first thing you got to do. We're not going to talk about no time management tips and techniques and tools and strategies. You got to show me where your hours and minutes are going first. Then we can talk. All right? Because really, they add up. These hours and minutes, they start adding up. I was working with a teenager, and a client of mine, and you know, he was having a hard time in school and so forth. And I said, okay, well, let's sit down. Let's look for a week how you spending your time. Because you said, like, you know, I don't want to study, I study too much, or my parents are making me study, you know, way too much. I said, okay, let's look at it. So we laid it out, right? And I showed him that, look, yes, you go to school full time, but on the weekends, you're playing 8 hours Saturday, 8 hours Sunday. When you come home from 6 to like 9, you're playing video games as well. Fortnite, whatever. And look, I'm telling you, when you put it all together, you have a full-time job of playing Fortnite. That's what it is right now. And he said, I said, look, you're having a whole lot of fun actually. You're telling me that, you know, you're studying too much, you don't have time for homework. But if you look at it, you got a full-time school and you get a full-time job. Congratulations, I told him, you know, you have a full-time job. You play video games full-time. And so if you looked at your time, you'll see, even, you know, when I do seminars and talk about, you know, life mastery, I have leaders, or, you know, folks who say, I'm running and I'm a full-time, you know, doctor, and I'm a masjid board president, and I have no time. I said, okay, you're probably right, but let's look at it. Let me lay it out for you. Okay, show me your time. Show me. Don't tell me you're busy. Show me. Okay, Monday, what time you get up? At this time. What do you do at 2? Or this 3 o'clock? And so people tell me things like this. Oh, yeah, I get up at 6 o'clock. Okay. And then when you head out for work? 8. So what's between 6 and 8? Oh, getting ready. I said, what does that mean, getting ready? Oh, I don't know. I take shower, breakfast. So shower, breakfast. That's 2 hours? No, I mean, like, you know, I'm on my phone and you know, I scroll. Okay. So now we start to see trends and patterns, right? You're telling me this, it can't be 2 hours in the bathroom and eating breakfast. That's not possible, right? You tell me, okay, all right. So I said, okay, what's next? Well, I get to my office at 9 o'clock. Cool. And then what? Well, I'm in work. So from 9 to 5, I'm booked. I said, whoa, hold up there. What do you mean work? What happens 9 to 5 exactly? Tell me. When do you sit in your office? When are your meetings? What are you exactly doing? Then I come to find out he's standing next to his colleague on the cubicles for another half an hour. He didn't tell me about that. I said, look, I'm finding all kind of pockets of time. You tell me didn't exist. I'm finding time. And especially, you know, I do this especially with mothers with young children. I was working with someone, and you know, she's a pharmacist, and she has 2 kids, and she works, and I said, you know what? I said, you know, in the seminar, I said, okay, who thinks they're the busiest person in the room? All right, and usually the most busiest and the person who thinks they're the busiest, and the person who's the most organized, they usually raise their hand. And then I put them on the spot. I lay out their schedule: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm telling you, I find pockets of time in their schedule. I know there are gap periods, there are lag periods, guaranteed. Your time is going somewhere. You have to be able to account them. All right. So there was an interesting research done on how we spend our time as human beings. All right. And so they said something like, obviously about 25 years of your life, is spent on sleeping, right? 1/3 of your life literally goes into sleeping. If you sleep 6 hours every night, that's how much it adds up to. Then they said about 4 years, it goes into eating. Now, if you add social eating, then forget it, right? There's way more time. About another, 3 years you are driving. 2 years you're watching commercials, right? Matter of fact, in an entire Super Bowl, only 11 minutes is the actual gameplay. Rest are like staring at players. Other one is the in between calls, and then the commercials. Really, the game time is very small. So in your life Super Bowl, your real game time is probably only 11 minutes. Rest are a lot of fluff, right? And so very interesting. Another 1 year you spend in doing your hair, right? Men spend about 1 year staring at a woman. You think about it, if you add it up, right? So if you add it up, how much time you're staring at people in the subway and in car, just staring. That's staring time. They calculated this actually, and they took it all together. It's actually 1 year of your life purely you're staring. 1 year of your life deciding what to wear, right? 1 year just in your closet. Okay, Monday, what should I wear? And just picking this, picking that. Takes about a year. You start looking at these timings. There are a lot of pockets of time. And so the first thing you need to do, being able to master your time, you got to do this homework for me. 1 week, all right? I want you to lay out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I want you to, at nighttime, jot down what exactly happened. Don't tell me, in 9 to 5 work. No, that's total BS, because 9 to 5 cannot be work. What's happening inside? When's your lunch break? When are you exactly, what are you doing? Standing around? When are your meetings? When are you actually seeing a patient? In my case, whatever the case might be, you look at it, okay? So being able to look at your 9 to 5 and see where exactly it's going. And then throughout your day, on weekends as well. Oh yeah, weekends, it's my family. What time to what time? Oh yeah, I get up and it's family time. I said, what exactly is family time? Then I find out it's not really family time. You're sitting in bed for another 1 hour because you're watching maybe TED Talk. What are you doing? Then you get up and you're strolling around. Maybe the kids are getting up, kids are doing the thing. You stroll around. It's really, you look at the timing, you start to find pockets of time, right? And so account your time. Do a 1 week accounting, and I'm telling you, you will realize some amazing things about where your time goes. And this is actually a sunnah, something that you should do. Even Umar said, that you should account yourself before Allah will account you, right? Allah will account you for every single minute and second that you have. And Allah blessed you with this opportunity, this talent, this blessings, the ni'mah of life. The blessing of life. And so you want to be able to account every single minutes and seconds, all right? I'm not saying, sometime you will decide. I tell people, I'm okay with you saying, I'm going to watch Netflix for the next 3 hours, I'm going to blow this time. Okay, cool. You want to do that? That's fine. But put it down. I want to see it that you're honest with yourself, that you actually put it down on paper and you said, this is what I'm going to do. All right? But I don't want you to fake and say, no, I'm just busy from this time. You're not busy. You chose to book something in there. And you can find pockets of time. You can add in things that you make you way more efficient. And even when you're having fun and leisure and social activities, enjoy it. No problem. But you gotta be honest with yourself in being able to account your time.